Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Rams. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
That's what I do.
Goff now to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
On first down, it's Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At their 49-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Goff now looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. From the red zone now, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down.
3rd and 9.
Cut. 180. 54 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jordan Jenkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Yo, son. Mike 51. Mike 51. Pick me up. Here we go. Ladies. Hey, Charlie. 51. 51.
Darnold on 3rd down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Yo, son. 58 Mike. I'm here all day.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mike 58 right there. Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold, he's going to air one out for Ant. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
First down, Jets.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
You got tape. Chopper. Undercut. Watch safety green.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check girls. Hey, wahoo!
Darnold from the gun. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Goff on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Value 1. 57. Mike Turner's up.
Now Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught here by Bell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the dump-off at 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for first and goal. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They come out here in the eye. Now Darnold keeps it, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Sam Darnold taking it in as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin first and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
He's not going to get me.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 45 on second down, Goff. He's got it at the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Here we go.
Goff now looking to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long.
17.
Out of the gun, Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead.
31
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
1st down, New York.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, baby.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Man, I got it. Watch the eye. 49, check 49, check 49.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold, throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Move.
Darnold. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go one more.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
We're good. We're good. Mike by four. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Goff. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch. He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end. And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Throwing on third. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. 4 down.
They go play action here on first down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Now it's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A first down throw, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He was looking for a Nunwa there. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now gone. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Joker, 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 joker. Showing it.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check hot route.
Now Gurley. And an alley to run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Hatch it.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Hey, 180. Time to go night-night.
From the gun on 3rd down, gone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget. Together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D.
Darnold now to throw. Throw complete to Herndon. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
outside. 51 to my lady. Single, 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 single. Watch 14. We won't this. Bravo. 51, my lady.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, he's got Herndon, his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Darnold now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, here's Gone. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Crowder now to return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. The Raiders have moved out in front in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, New York.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
First down, Jets.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
51, Mike 51. Hey, team 6, team 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold on the catch. It's Crowder. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Bell. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They come out here in the I. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
61, match box, right.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Hey, orbit. 51 to Mike.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Tight dog. Ric Flair. Watch out. Check. 80 weapon.
Here's Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hell, you run.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Mike 51. Rap.
On 1st down, Darnold. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You got nothing. Man, 80. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 6-6. Pull it high.
Bell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Darnold from the gun. Open man is Anderson. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Here we go.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. But they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former USC Trojan, familiar with this place, Leonard Williams, able to record his 5th sack of the season. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long. It's gone. And that will be incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Albert Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On second down, this is Cannon. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Now it's Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And here we go on fourth. Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
Man open, here is Crowder. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Darnold from the red zone now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough,